Wait, before you leave, let me just clear up some stuff about this video. And my name is Charisma, first of all, to just start off the video. And basically, we are back with the NBA 2K, series that I'm doing for the NBA Finals and the playoffs. And last video I uploaded, it got blown out of proportion to the max. It has like 200 plus dislikes, and people thought that it was like the actual game video or whatever. And obviously it wasn't, because I don't know how people didn't figure that out. I mentioned it in the video, I mentioned it in the comments, and everything possible I could have done, I did, and people still screwed it up. But basically, this is just a NBA 2K, playthrough, just like a before the game kind of, I don't know what do you call it, a recap kind of thing, but before the game, or just like a run through to see who I have. It's basically my prediction via the game, and basically people put it out of proportion when they watched that last video, and I just want to clear that up for you guys. And if you guys could watch the video, it would appreciate it, and if you guys could drop a like on it, would be much help. And before I stop talking, I just want to let you guys know that this entire video will have no audio, because I just want to try something out. People really didn't enjoy me talking for such a long time. I mean, 30 minutes is a pretty long time, so I mean, I won't be talking, and on top of that, the actual highlight video of this Game 3 will be uploaded right after this video. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll put it, I don't know, in the description down below whenever you get to see it. But, just stay tuned for the next video. Be sure to subscribe and like, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out, guys.
Back to Curry. For the three. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Irving. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Cleveland.
And they were so proficient in that game offensively, guys. Their passing was dynamic, shot making, really good flow to their offense.
Well, they played a very intelligent game of basketball, Steve, and those two things go hand in hand.
On its way from Curry for two, and he gets it to go from the corner.
He's got so much junk in his trunk, he'll find a way to hurt you.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Irving drives in. Good.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. On its way from Curry for two. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Curry against Irving. He dishes it to Love. From the baseline. Shot is off. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Outside Curry. Jacks up a three. They grab their own miss. Thompson for the triple. No good. The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. No good.
Can't say I'm surprised that one didn't fall. He can barely dunk it in the pregame layup line.
Curry wide open. Green passes to Thompson. And here's Iguodala outside. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. And it's 6 points for Steph Curry.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them.
And great instincts, too. I mean, just anticipating where the ball is heading. Great job there, beating everybody else to the ball.
Now here's James. 23 points for him the last game against Golden State.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the ball, just racking up the assists.
Just 4 to shoot. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Here's Curry. An 11-point game for him in the win against Cleveland.
You know what was great, too, Kevin, was the way he balanced getting his own shots and making plays for others.
Now, here's Curry. Great D that time from Irving. And the pass to LeBron. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Curry wide open. Great touch on the 16-footer. Curry's got 8.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kev, I caught up with Coach David Black. Though they haven't won in their first 2 meetings this year, Coach said he expects a different story this time around with a new offensive approach. He said that he wants them to attack more and not worry so much about finding the perfect shot. Really just simplify things for them. Let's see if that approach can take the season series to 1-2, guys.
Okay, Doris, well, the offensive approach, a primary force in the game plan today, guys.
As it should be, Kevin. I mean, they're the type of team where if they can get their offense clicking, everything else falls into place.
Exactly. For them, more than most teams, so much depends on the effectiveness of their offense. It usually is the beginning of their best defense.
Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Green. Lee comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Now here's LeBron. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. Barbosa gets the bucket.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Here's LeBron. Right now averaging 25 points a game. J.R. Smith on the wing. Kicks it to Dellavedova from the arc. And LeBron with the basket, the assist from Dellavedova. LeBron's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Shoots from the high post. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. 51 seconds left here in the first quarter. Dellavedova kicks to Varejao. Pass to LeBron. And good on the basket. Book it. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Here's Barbosa, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, it's definitely been a shootout, but the team that can start playing some defense might have an edge.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. LeBron drives in. Great D that time from Iguodala.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
19 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Dellavedova. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. James with the bucket.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. From deep. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of the
quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Golden State looking at who they've got. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Green is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Curry in at the one spot. Offensive rebound, Irving. And here is Iguodala into Green. Back to Iguodala. Here's Curry. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. Iguodala's got 3 assists tonight. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Pass to Love. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Now the shooting guard position is where teams look for a lot of their points. And these players, the highest scoring among them, haven't disappointed. Take a look at Thompson. 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
And this is the cream of the crop at the 2-guard spot, strictly in terms of scoring ability and the ease with which these guys break down opposing defenses.
I love that they are so attack-minded and come at you really aggressively across the board. They're players that can carry a team offensively for long stretches of a game.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Here we can see, Kevin, where the Warriors rank in the NBA right now. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. And this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Irving kicks to Mozgov. He feeds it to James. Shumpert passes to Irving. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 13. The Warriors leading. Up top, Curry, covered by Irving. Curry gets the bucket. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Irving kicks to Mozgov. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Here's Curry with the three. And that's collected by Love. Love's got his 5th rebound in this one. Green against LeBron. Outside jumper. Passes it to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Back to Shumpert. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. To tie. Again, the Cavaliers score.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Outside Curry. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 11 in the second half.
He had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Irving against Curry. Irving drives in, and the basket good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Thompson dishes to Barnes. On its way from Curry for 2. Offline from the top of the key. Irving with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. Some changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut checked in for Draymond Green. Lee comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Smith checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Thompson from long range. Bogut the pass to Livingston. Thompson outside. A 3-ball. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists now in this one. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Dellavedova kicks to Smith. 11 feet away. Misses off the left iron. The Warriors have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Iguodala outside. Lee with the ball. Now defended by Varejao. James in the post. He's against Lee. Nice shot by James.
You know, his performance has been so important to this team. He's as dependable as ever, guys.
Here's Thompson. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Varejao's got his 4th rebound in this one. LeBron kicks to Varejao. Makes it off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Thompson with the bucket.
When he gets the fadeaway to go, I'd still rather see him go straight up with it.
The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Golden State on D. Smith outside. Dishes it to Dellavedova. Back to Smith. There's the 3. The shot is off. And Golden State will come the other way. It's a victory here for the home team. Last time these guys met.
Yeah, they really had their number in that game. Big margin of victory for them. They got there by really including their bench. The depth became a major factor. They just wore them down.
The Warriors shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Well, they're doing okay as the season goes on. They're shooting about 76% as a team.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
Now, here's Thompson. 10 points for him.
This should be the last possession of the quarter if they play it right.
And if their clock management's good, it will be.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
From the arc. Lee kicks to Livingston. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. The Cavaliers trailing. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Osgov is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then there's Irving. And it's Smith in at the small forward. It's good on the putback. And that's now 11 points for Love.
This has been a terrific contest up to this point, and I would guess it's going to stay this way all the way to the end. Great matchup.
Probably so. Neither team wants to give an inch.
Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose.
Warriors shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. On its way from Curry for two, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Love with the screen for Irving. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. Again, Irving missing. The Warriors leading. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Lee. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Curry can't get it to go.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, I mean, I'd say that is an easy look.
Love kicks to Irving. That's in there. Love with the assist. And that's now 19 points for Kyrie Irving. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Barbosa. Iguodala dishes to Barbosa. Here's Curry. And he overshot that one, missing.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Irving drives in. That's good. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
These are incredible rebounding numbers. I'm not sure if we've ever seen anything like this, Clark.
That's for sure, Steve. I mean, a superhuman performance on the backboard. Well done.
Now, here is Irving. Out to Shumpert. Shoots the 3. The second chance effort. Osgov with the bucket. And now a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Timeout called the Warriors.
He just is not happy with how his team is executing. And they've been on the wrong side of this run. It's time for a momentum shift.
You know, sometimes just getting off the court, taking a break, and coming back out fresh will give you a chance to pull together.
Spates checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. James checked in for Cleveland. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Here's Thompson, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Now, here is Irving. Love with the screen on Iguodala. James, the pass to Love. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Love's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you have to just take what's there, and as long as you're moving the ball and getting good shots, that's all that matters.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
Yeah, and Clark, you know, rebounding's a team effort. Everybody's boxing out. Everyone is accountable. They're doing a nice job collectively.
Takes the 13-footer, and no good. Trying to use the glass. Golden State's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. That's good. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
That's a big basket there. You can expect him to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. James in the post. He's covered by Iguodala.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Livingston kicks to Spates. It's tipped. Shumpert with the steal. 1:30 left in the fourth. Here's James. And it's Spates with the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough. Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You got to improvise sometimes.
Now, here is Irving. After the miss from Andre Iguodala. Irving kicks to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Irving misses. Second chance shot, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.